Hey, what's up, everybody? This your man, Mr. Pristine, back in 2017 with another video. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about the ZTE Axon 7 Mini. Excuse me. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you know, or for those of you that don't know, the ZTE Axon 7 dropped like mid-2016. It was one of those $399ers. Back in 2016, we just had this wave of phones that came out that was at the $399 price tag that was rivaling all the competition. I mean, all the heavy hitters. They were going at Samsung, they were going at Apple, they were going at HTC, they were going at LG. And a lot of these phones, they reigned supreme in 2016 and still are to this date, just because of the price tag and the specs that they were offering, compared to a lot of those flagship devices that were, $600 and up, And so the ZTE Axon 7, out of the four major $399ers, which were the OnePlus 3, the ZTE Axon 7, the Alcatel Idol 4S, and the Huawei Honor 8. I'd have to say, in my personal opinion, although those are all great phones and I would recommend either one of those phones to anybody, the Axon 7, I feel, was the reigning champion out of those four phones that dropped at the $399 price tag back in 2016. Well, ZTE, they decided to drop a mobile version of the Axon 7, which is it's a smaller version, same build quality, same front-firing dual speakers that sound amazing, that I can't think of a phone that can top the sound quality of the Axon 7. Those same speakers are embedded here in the Axon 7 Mini, so you're still going to have that experience. It's rocky. They scaled back a little bit on the processor. They're charging a little less for the Axon 7 Mini. This price, full retail price for this phone is $299. I just bought this at Best Buy last night for $199. It's on sale right now, $100 off. Now, I saw it around the holiday season in 2016 for that same price, and I just had monies tied up in other areas. But I told myself, if I ever see this phone again at the $199 price tag, I'm jumping all over it. And I saw it yesterday, and I wasted no time. As soon as I saw it on my Best Buy app, I was there, and I went and picked it up. This is an excellent buy for $199. And if you don't believe me, I'm just going to go down the spec sheet before I pop the phone out of the box so we can take a peek at it. But just listen to what the phone is offering. It's a 5.2 1080 by 1920 pixels Super AMOLED display, full unibody design, front and back, no plastic accents that are painted, full unibody metal design or aluminum. 16 megapixel rear facing camera, 8 megapixel front facing selfie cam, 3 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of ROM, Snapdragon 617 processor. Now, here's the thing. Now, the battery, it's not packing that big of a battery. Normally, it's become pretty standard that we see a 3,000 milliamp hour battery in our phones nowadays. This phone is rocking a 2705 milliamp hour battery. So that's going to be tested and put through its paces. I mean, to see how it holds up. I'm not sure exactly why ZTE didn't go with a 3000 milliamp hour battery. I'm sure they've got their reasons, but this 2705, I mean, it will be tested. Now, this is a GSM phone, which means that you can use this phone with T-Mobile, AT&T, Metro PCS, Cricket Wireless, or any other GSM carrier. You cannot use this phone with Sprint or Verizon or Boost Mobile. Okay, so if those are your carriers, don't waste your time. Now, we've got a dual SIM slot set up. Okay, so you can pop 2 SIM cards in this bad boy, or if you want to expand the memory, you can drop an SD card in there to expand your memory. I believe up to 128 gigs. We're rocking 423 ppi pixel density for all you techies out there. We're running Android 6.0.1, which I believe an update to 7.0 Nougat is going to be coming shortly. Again, as I mentioned, we're running the Snapdragon 617. It's an octa-core CPU. The GPU is Adreno 405. Okay. Now, just really quickly, those camera specs, as I mentioned, the rear-facing camera is packing 16 megapixels, f1.9 aperture. Options: phase detection, autofocus, dual LED flash, geotagging, touch focus, face detection, panorama, HDR, 1080p, 30 frames per second recording, 720p, 120 frames per second recording. The 8 megapixel front facing shooter is f2.2 aperture, and that can record at 1080p. We do have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack on board, and it does have that loudspeaker, which I was talking about. Those are stereo front facing speakers, so we'll take a look at those when I crack it out of the box here. It does have NFC, so you can use your Android Pay, or you can use NFC to transfer files from one phone to the other, which is great. And it's USB Type-C with Quick Charge 2.0. And the phone says you can get 46% charge in 30 minutes. So, not bad. And let's see, as far as the battery, it says the standby time is up to 270 hours. Talk time is up to 15 hours. You can get this phone in Ion Gold or Platinum Gray. I decided to go with the Platinum Gray just because I like that black and gray combination, the screen being all black. Again, we've got Corning Gorilla Glass 4 for protection on the front, as I recommend any phone, regardless of how expensive or how least expensive. You want to get it in a case, get it in a screen protector to make sure that you're protecting your investment. So now, without further ado, let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open. Let me get my cheat sheet out of the way here. All right, let's crack it open. All right, so this looks like the SIM injection tool, paperwork, and let's see, SIM injection tool. Let's see, paper. Oh, got a case in the phone. Got a case in the phone. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is the second phone that I've copped. Translation: bought. For those of you that don't know what copped means, the second phone that I've copped that came with the case in the box. That is phenomenal, because I feel like with the amount of money that we're paying for these devices, especially the phones that are $600, $700, $800, $900, and all you're getting is just the phone and the charger and some paperwork. I mean, they definitely should be throwing in the screen protectors and the cases so that you don't have to go and spend additional monies. So I love the fact that ZTE put this in the box. Definitely going to be using that. All right, so I'll go ahead and leave that out. And the rest of it get filed to the side. Now here's the phone. Now look at this, ladies and gents. Look at that. What a thing of beauty. What a thing of beauty. Platinum silver color. Dual front firing speakers. 5.2 inch AMOLED display. 1080p. Front facing 8 megapixel selfie cam. Let's see, to the right of the phone, we got the volume rocker up and down. Power button right there, which also acts as the sleep button. To the back of the phone, again, that 16 megapixel shooter, dual tone LED flash, fingerprint reader, Axon branding on the bottom, ZTE branding right there, or in the middle, ZTE branding on the bottom, and just some little sticker with the IEMI and serial number and all that stuff. Bottom of the phone, noise canceling mic, Type-C USB connector, and at the top we've got that 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And there's another noise canceling microphone right there. It's very tiny. I'm not sure if you can see that. Now, no IR blaster. They should have put an IR blaster on this joint. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I mean, this is still a really good buy. But man, I mean, like I said, after you get exposed to that IR blaster, it's just kind of hard to take a look around the phone and it not be present. Now, they threw some headphones in, which is a good look. And we've got the Type-C charger. It goes into the USB wall charger, which again, as I mentioned, supports Quick Charge 2.0. All right. So that's everything that came in the box. Let's go ahead and get everything else to the side here. Now, let's get to the phone. Go ahead and power this bad boy on. There we go. Pardon the lighting, ladies and gents. I'm in a dim lit room, and so I figured I need to get as much bright light as possible just so that the video would come out clear. Let's see how long it takes for this thing to power up, and then we'll just kind of look around the UI for a quick second. All right. And actually, I'd already got the phone out and kind of played with it a little bit, and, you know, got my information and stuff in it. So, let me drop my info in real quick. All right. Okay. So here it is. Axon 7 Mini. It's kind of got that little LG flavor to it. I mean, as far as like scrolling from one app to the other, you know, I like that little screen effect right there. Yeah, I mean, beautiful screen. Let's see. It's kind of more of a stock Android experience. You see where I've got the screen brightness, and you see how bright that screen is. I mean, so that should give you an idea of how bright this screen can get. It gets really, really bright. So I've got it scaled down a little bit just so that you guys can see on the video. And let's just take a look at the settings here. If we can get it to autofocus there. Stock Android. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, we'll go back out of that. We do have an app drawer. You see that 617. It just scrolls, buttery smooth, no lag. Flipping through apps, as you can see, not a problem. No lag whatsoever. Go ahead and get into that Bible app really quickly. See how fast that opens up. Verse of the day. Get the focus. Yeah, y'all go ahead and read that word. Go ahead and get that word up in you, because y'all know y'all need Jesus. Okay. Yeah, let's go back out of that. And again, I open up some of the apps just to kind of give you guys an idea of how the processor works. I mean, just seeing how fast applications open up. Dropbox real quick. That's always when it's got a lot of files, and so sometimes it can take a while. So that just opened right up with no problems. Let's go to the settings really quickly and just take a peek at that. Now this is kind of interesting. You know, it's got like a frequently used as far as the settings. So depending on which settings that you use most, when you open your settings menu, then it'll just open up and it will look like this. Now, if you wanted to look more conventional, you can just hit all settings, and then I'm sure that looks more familiar. Okay, we'll just breeze right through it. Typical stock Android stuff: Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, dual SIM setup, data usage, more. Like I said, I mean, the phone does have NFC, so there's confirmation for that right there, which is solid. Very happy about that. And then we've got some customization features: ZTE locker, themes and wallpaper, Me Pop, I'm not exactly sure what Me Pop is, but I'll figure that out. Fingerprint, voice print, My Voice. I think with My Voice, you can set it up to where, just like I've got the fingerprint to tap it and open up the screen, you actually can use your voice to open up the screen. You can just, I think it records your voice, and you can just say a word or two or whatever and get the screen to open up. It's got gesture and motion. I'm not sure exactly which gestures or motions. So I'll play with the phone and get into that, and I'll have that information for you when I do the full review. Navigation keys, you can change those. You've only got 2 options. So you can do recent apps, home button, and back, or back, home, and recents, whatever you like. Typically, I hold my phone in my right hand, and so I'm always kind of navigating like this, which is why I have the back button right there, home button, and the recents button right there. Yeah, let's take it back to settings. And then notifications, power manager, apps, default apps, storage, memory, connect to PC, schedule power on and off, which is pretty cool. You can set it to where to just cut off and on real quick, just to kind of get rid of, bugs or, I know that sometimes, phones, they can stutter a little bit, or they may have a little hiccup, and sometimes all you need to do is just power the phone off and restart it. So you can actually schedule it to cut off at a certain time of day, so that you don't have to worry about it if you're, somebody that just may forget to do it. Location, security, accounts, Google, language and input, backup and reset, date and time updates, accessibility, printing, and about phone. So, typical stuff under the settings. Again, stock Android. ZTE. They put a little something on here. Like I said, it's running the Me Favor 4.0 UI, and let's see. Let's take it to Edge real quick. And I'm just opening up some apps, and now let's just go to the recents real quick. Scroll through it. It's not a lot, but you see how it just zips right through them with no problem. So to me, the 617, it seems solid for the moment. But again, I've only had this phone a day, so I'm definitely going to play with it. Rock it as my daily driver. I've already got it set up to my liking. Got my SIM card in it. So yeah, we'll give this thing a shot. But so yeah, ladies and gents, that's all I got for now. This is the ZTE Axon 7 Mini. Get this. You can get it at Best Buy right now for $199. It's $100 off. Regular price is $299. Why not go and get it for $100 off if you can? It's a good phone. I'm looking forward to rocking it as my daily driver so that I can learn it. I'm gonna spend some time with it. We gonna get real intimate, and I'm gonna have that full review in about a week and a half time frame. So in the meantime, if you guys like this video, please smash that like button, share it. If you got any comments or questions, please hit me up, and I'll be sure to contact you or get back with you at my earliest convenience with, answers to questions or whatever. To all of my subscribers, man, shout out, man. I've been getting mad subscribers lately, and I appreciate you guys that have been subscribing, feeling as though I'm offering something that's helpful. I get a lot of love, and I appreciate it. All the subscribers that I get, it definitely helps the channel grow. It's definitely going to help me reach the goal that I've got set. But mainly it's about just putting the information out to you guys to help you guys make an informed decision as to what you want to spend your money on. So that's the whole purpose for this channel. So I hope you guys continue to support me, continue to like and share the videos, continue to subscribe, and I'll continue to do my part by getting my hands on these phones and giving you guys some real reviews. All right, so stay tuned for the review for this, the ZTE Axon 7 Mini. But in the meantime, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, and definitely stay pristine. I'm out, y'all. Catch y'all in the next video. Peace.